Hello everyone all around the world. I'm Jeff Teague. I'm in Raleigh, North Carolina. And this is an owner's manual. Actually, this is the packet that holds a very thick THICK owner's manual. It's the secret stolen plans to the Death Star. It's the plans to, I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence. Actually, it tells you how to use buttons, controls, dials, features, and functions on a vehicle you're researching or a vehicle you've just bought, like this 2021 RAV4 XLE Hybrid. Instead of going over this, I'm going to show you how to use just about everything on this car right here. As we walk around the car, let's get a little bit of background information. Why are we doing this? Well, number one, these are some of my most popular videos. People like to know how to use the cars they've just bought. RAV4 is one of those ones that has a lot of buttons and controls on it, so this could be helpful for people. RAV4 is the best-selling SUV in the entire country. XLE is an extremely popular trim level because it contains enough features to get you going, but not too much where it breaks the bank. This gets great gas mileage. It also gives you better horsepower than a traditional gasoline engine. This one has convenience package added to it. It's got weather package added to it. I'm gonna tell you everything. A RAV4 XLE Hybrid has a factory MSRP from wherever it's made of $30,000, about $30,195, I think. But once you add in the option packages I told you about, delivery, and a couple other options, it takes it to just a tick over $35,000. This is the part of the video where you get your first interior look. I just don't want to wait until halfway through the video to show you what's inside, the goods. We want to know what we're buying right now, so we want to see everything. This has cloth seating. It's a pattern design. Looks like I'm just drawing lines all over the seats in the center portion. I see a power driver seat. See some buttons over here. See some buttons right here. Oh, I like that. Me likey. Trail mode? Interesting. Screen. And then here, got the seats a little forward, a little backward. And then we'll look inside the hatch as well. Power button, interesting. Bet that's part of the convenience package. I'm gonna talk about engine performance, but we gotta open up the hood. So this may seem basic to a lot of Toyota owners already, but down here we'll see the fuel door, which is on the driver's side, and then pop that. To open up the hood, some of us will never open up the hood again. Let the service department do that. It's right here, right by the Toyota symbol. Choom. Open this up. Does not have hydraulic lifts, but it does have a prop rod that we pop in over here. It's got some soundproofing material. This is a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine. It works with electric motors. You can tell it's a hybrid because you'll see orange components. Don't touch those, high voltage. All right, so this gives you, instead of a gasoline engine that gives you 203 horsepower, this gives you 219 net hybrid power. The combined resources of electric with gasoline, boom, 219. So it's pretty swift. If you put your foot on the accelerator, it's gonna go. This works with a CVT, continuous variable transmission. You won't feel it shifting a lot because there aren't specific shift points. It just kind of cruises smoothly up to your top cruising speed. We'll see in the back multi-link rear suspension. That makes it smooth, but it makes it responsive. You won't feel potholes and those subdivision speed bumps as much, rattling your spine like you would in other vehicles. So that's a benefit here, and it all adds to ride comfort, whether you're carpooling, going to the grocery store, or whether you're taking a family road trip to the mountains to see that waterfall. This is an on-demand all-wheel drive system, AWD. So if you see that, all-wheel drive. What does on-demand mean though? Well, it means it operates like a front-wheel drive vehicle. The front wheels are doing all the work until it encounters mud and rain and snow and things like that that could cause you to lose traction. Then it can send extra power to the back wheels as well. So everything's helping you get through that obstacle. When you're at the gas pump, what can you expect? Well, it's a 14.5 gallon fuel tank. You'll see that on all RAV4s consistently across the board. The fuel mileage, it's 41 in the city, 38 on the highway, a little bit lower, combined for 40, which is about 10 miles a gallon better than the gasoline version. So there's instant bing, 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 instant benefit versus gasoline. You can just set this right here, okay? And then when you are done filling it up with gasoline, make sure you tighten the cap one click. Listen. If you don't do that, the check engine light could come on. So if you see check engine light, that could be one of the things. Listen for this. Then you'll be good. Hey guys, let's talk about lighting here because this vehicle has LED projector headlights, LED daytime running lights, but it does not have LED fog lights. And that's one of the things I've always wished that RAV4 would have on it. RAV4 XLE, let's say. And now let's back this up so you can see LED tail lights and stop lights. Of course, having LED lights, they come on quicker, they last longer, so they cost less over time, but people can see you when you're stopping a little bit quicker, so it might prevent a fender bender, let's say. Try it one more time. Isn't she lovely? Plain, what a beautiful day out. And I'm just thrilled it's not 95 and humid. But look at these lights here, how they go across to the back quarter. To me, it seems like an aggressive, rugged, a tough, like it's got a scowl on its face. It's got two different chrome exhaust pipes. You'll see a wiper. You'll see the hybrid badge. You'll see a backup camera. So let's try this now. This is a power liftgate because you have the convenience package. That gives you power liftgate, also the power moonroof. You can see it's got some handles if you want to lower it that way, a button. Oh, let's do the button. Okay. Got the license plate lights, I call them. Yeah, that's what I call them. Here's the moonroof. TRD Pro. Now, this has a power liftgate, but what do you do if you go to hold down the key and it doesn't work? Huh. And then I go to open it this way and it doesn't work. That means I've deactivated the power function. Let's turn it back on. So here we go. We've got a multi-information display. That's the portion in the center there that we want to use. How are we going to do it? We're going to use this keypad right here. So what we do, I call these filing cabinets. Okay? Here's what we do. Each filing cabinet contains a piece of information. So see, that's information about your car, and we're scrolling down, and then we'll scroll over to the next filing cabinet. Okay? So here we go. Got digital. That's our, if I want to reset it, hold that down. Hold it down like that. That way you can reset your MPG that you're getting. That's your eco score. It tells you how you're doing. You want to have great scores for slow startups, slow stops, and just minimal cruising. In other words, no heavy accelerating, and then you'll get better gas mileage. The car will coach you. Okay, this is lane departure alert and radar cruise control. This is your all-wheel drive. It'll tell you when you're using front wheels, when you're using back wheels as far as getting more power. You can do trip distance, trip time. This is your energy meter. It tells you when you're using the gasoline engine, when you're using the electric motor, when you're recharging the battery. You recharge the battery every time you slow down or coast, take your foot off the accelerator. This is lane tracing assist. That's what keeps you centered in your lane. Pre-collision system, blind spot monitor. This window sticker's about to blow away. I gotta get it. So blind spot monitor, let's turn it off. Just push that button. It's off. Then when I turn it back on, you'll see it's on there. It's on there. So that's how that works. We're getting to the power back. This is rear cross traffic alert, road sign assist. We're going to vehicle settings. You have to hold that down. PBD, power back door. So push it. System is off. No wonder it didn't work. Let's push that again. Now it's on. Opening adjustment. Push that. Do we want it to open all the way? A little bit. If you're shorter, you want to use the lower number because it won't open quite so far. Oops, I want it to be on the 5 setting. Cool, now we're going to go back, and the way to go back is to push back. Volume. Just push the OK button that we've been using. Beep, that's what we want. Good. All right, let me show you something else. Tire pressure warning systems. You can set the pressure. You can change the wheel. I'm going to go back one more. Settings. Okay, hold that down. Language, English, Espagnol, en français. Units. Do we want kilometers, miles? Use miles. EV, do you want it on or off? Trip summary. Display contents, drive info type, drive info items. So all of these can give you information. I like EcoScore myself. Do you want the multi-information display off or on? Default settings. All things that you could change. And then over here, the message. You'll see this light up in orange if you have a message. Most of the time it says that service is coming up. That'll be an indicator at 5,000, 10,000, 15,000 miles. Or if you have low tire pressure, like maybe you've run over something, you want to check that. Or maybe it's just cold out and wait for it to get back up to higher temperatures, then science tells us that our tire pressure may expand, as long as you didn't hit something. I'm going to talk about the multimedia touch screen now and the temperature controls and things like that. I'll get back to more exterior walk-around features, but I want to do a thorough deep dive on these buttons for you. Let's start with a look inside the console. This is where you can see 2 USB ports, and then you'll see 2 in the back. 1 right here, so 5 USB ports. That should be enough to keep you guys connected. And then this is a 12 volt, it's a circular port. You can plug in, I don't know, any type of device that you can think of that has that. EV mode, this is when you want to be in electric vehicle. So at low speeds, up to no more than 25 miles per hour, and you got to be going kind of like, not like that, not heavy on the gas pedal. It'll shut it off. It's a quirky button, I always say. So that's EV, and it only works for about half a mile. So use it for parking lots at Christmas time, looking for a spot, road construction when you're stopped, or maybe an accident when you're stopped. Use that. Eco gives you better gas mileage. You twist it. Sport gives you faster acceleration. Normal is normal. I'm going to show you these. Trail mode, that's for more if we're riding over here and you want to get a little bit more traction off the road. You might want to use that. So look at this. See how it says trail right there? I'm going to push on some other buttons. This is normal. Sport, you'd expect it to be red. It's red. Eco, what color? Green. Boom, baby, boom. EV, I tried to push it. The hybrid battery's low. You have to drive it a few miles to charge it back up. That's why it only works for half a mile at a time. And then the EV, right now, it's not on, but it's telling you it could be a good time to be in EV mode. When you're driving, if you're somebody who wants to get every little MPG you can get, the better, right? Power. More you go up to this side, that means you're pushing on the gas a little too hard. It might be fine for your driving style, but it's bad for MPG. So you want to try to get this one as low down into the eco mode as possible. So that'll be your homework assignment. Better gas mileage, go down here. Worse gas mileage, stay up here. And then this will tell you our fuel gauge. If you ever want to wonder what side your fuel tank is on, look at the gas pump, see the arrows on the left side, so that's driver's side. Boom. And you get your choice of whether you want to look at analog or digital for miles per hour. This one here, so much information to be gathered here. This is the home screen. You'll see 3 different pieces of information. We can change that to 2, 3, or 4. I'll show you that. There's that energy meter again. If you want it to look a little bit different, you just push that and it'll expand. See, now we're using the gasoline, the electric motor, and the battery. Notice there are 2 electric motors, front and rear. Trip information, that can tell us time, how far till we run out of gasoline. We also saw that behind the steering wheel. If you want to clear that all out, you just push clear. Yeah, I'll clear it. Energy meter, history, all information that we can get. Let's clear it out. So see, now it's gone. Let's go back. Menu. Different pieces of information that we might want to use. Can change this. I want to customize the home screen now. I don't like having 3. Audio, eco, phone, clock. What do we want though? Do we want 2? Sure. Eco and audio. Watch this. Now it's eco and audio. So let's go to menu, setup, customize home screen. Let's do 4. You can change the layout too. How do you want it? Let's do it like that. All right. Audio. So Sirius XM. We can scroll this way. Okay, Carly Simon. Let's say we want her to be a preset. We want Sirius 70s on 7. So hold that down. Now that's number 1. The Black Crows, love 90s on 9. If I like pop rocks. So now see, we can scroll just like that. So that might be something that could get you benefit. If I want to use my voice commands like this.
Before you start, consider view.
Tune to Sirius XM 80s on 8.
80s on 8.
Works fast too. Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan. You don't technically have navigation map, but you've got Android Auto. You've got Apple CarPlay, so you do have maps. You can use Waze, Google Maps, iPhone Maps, and then you take a USB cable, plug it in here, and then plug it into your phone. It'll come up on the home screen, say Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and then you can scroll through your main icons that you would see on your phone, including Waze, Google Maps, iPhone Maps, like that. So you do have it. Power volumes right here, like that. I just don't want to have it on because of copyrighted music. You can scroll through this way. I can also scroll through this way between my presets. See, it's going 7, 9, just like we set it up. Holla. Right here, if we push this, it can go one at a time. I would give everything I own to set up your phone. No Bluetooth registered. Would you like to? I could push yes. You have to push on your phone the settings, Bluetooth on, and then it'll walk you through how to set up your phone. When you do that, you can have set up your favorites for phone calls and all sorts of good information. Apps. This gives you infotainment, so you can set up your connected services and things along those lines. Your flashers. Right there, baby. Woo! Okay, right here. Right now it's synced up. Why is it synced up? Because I pushed this. So now I can tweak the driver's side. 70! All right, We've got front defroster, rear defroster, eco for heat and cool. This is your fan speed. This is where the air comes out. Follow the picture. I like that at night. I like this in the morning time. Then if you want to do more eco stuff, it's only going to do the driver, not the people in the back. So it's going to save energy that way if you want that on. I've got heated seats, high and low, because I've got the weather package. This turns traction control on and off. See if I push that. You want to turn traction control off if you want to be able to slide around a little bit, go up a steep, slippery hill maybe, that kind of stuff. Do donuts in a parking lot. Now our shifter. Most people want to keep it nice and simple, but you do have pluses and minuses. So what's that all about? Well, reverse. Sorry. Let's do it this way. Reverse, neutral, drive. And then it tells us we're in neutral, reverse, park, reverse, backup camera, holla. Now, if I push over to the side, S, sequential shifting. If you don't want to make it easy on yourself, want to make it a little tougher, drive more spirited, you can be first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Electronic parking brake and brake hold are functions that could help you to keep you in place when you want to be kept in place. Here's what I mean. When you're in park, the parking brake is on. When you're in reverse, it goes off. When you're in drive, it goes off. It's going to come back on. Brake hold, it's not going to work because I don't have my seatbelt buckled. See, it's not going to work. Now I'm going to come down here and push the brake hold, and it will work because I've got my seatbelt buckled. See how in green it says hold? It'll go to an amber color when you're at a traffic light and you're stopped. Take your foot off the brake. You can take your foot off the brake as long as the green light is on. If the green light is not on, do not take your foot off the brake at a traffic light. You will hit the person in front of you. Brake hold is really quirky because you have to push that button every time you start your car. Don't assume that that green light is always going to be on. Brake hold only works when you push it every single time you start up the car. You can also do it while you're in motion in a car, but every time you turn it off, that deactivates brake hold for the next time you drive it. What does brake hold do? Holds you in place for about 3 minutes at a time. It's a good time to stretch out your legs, get that kink out, that kind of stuff. And then after 3 minutes, if you still haven't gone, you're just kind of chilling out like this, it switches to the parking brake. So the electronic parking brake comes on. Let's discuss the wipers here. If you want to just do one click, flip it up, tweak it, down, and then all the way down, they go faster. Okay, and then that's for the rear wiper. The end of the stock does that. Now it's off. Okay, this right here, auto lights, that's daytime running lights, are off. Now they're on. Auto lights, they come on and off automatically. Parking lights, full headlights on, and you can see the green light just went on up on top. Okay, fog lights, off, on, off, on. You can see the green light goes off and on to indicate fog lights. Now, if you want to do automatic high beams, that switches between high beam and low beam based on if you want to use them. If you have that on, now at nighttime in a subdivision or a country road, it'll be high beams if there's no car coming. When a car comes, then the lights go off, 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 off. Okay, so let's push automatic high beams, and to activate automatic high beam switch, headlights to high beam. So we're gonna push it forward. Now the automatic high beams are activated and they can work. Take off the high beams, goes off. Now they're on again. RSA, road sign assist, that can detect things like speed limit signs as you pass them, little camera right up here in the front, and it can detect stop signs, yield signs, do not enter signs as you go by. That could help you. It also can help alert you based on if you're going too fast versus what the posted speed limit is. Here's how we tweak that. We're going to go over to settings, down to RSA. They're off, they're on. If you want to adjust settings in the road sign assist, hold that down. Okay, notification method. Push it above. Do you want to be notified when you're above the speed limit? Only visual, visual and audio, no notification. It's up to you. Okay, others. That's the speed limit. Do you want to be notified if you see like a stop sign or yield sign or do not enter? Notification level. This one's interesting. When do you want to be notified? Holla. Hold that down. Okay. Do you want to be notified? Let's say the speed limit is 60 and it says 60. When you're going 61, you'll be notified. Beep, beep. You're going too fast. 63, you're going too fast. Or 65, 5 over. That's a comfortable level for me, so I'll set it for 5. These ones are tricky for people. The lane tracing assist, LTA. Do you want the lane centering feature on? Steering assist on or off? How sensitive do you want that to be? Do you want the sway warning on? That alerts you if you're going out of your lane too much within a certain period of time, and then you can change the sensitivity as well. So here's what you do. You're going to put radar cruise control on. It's active. This is how you set your speed. Push set it. Let's say we're at 67. Now it's going to be set for 67, and you can tweak it. No, I want it at 68. I want it at 69. I want it at 70. 70! I want it at 69. 69! 68. 68! 67. 66, right? Okay, so that's how you do that. If you want to take off the radar cruise, just cancel it out. Now you can change the distance that you want to be set versus you in the car in front of you. 2 setting. 1 setting. So that's for closer. I don't want to call it tailgating distance, but it's closer. This is more conservative. This is your average driver. Test it out on the highway to see which one you like better. This is your lane departure alert. Do we want it on? Off. When it's on and the radar cruise controller on, LTA turned on, lane tracing assist, and the steering assist is active. Pre-collision system, it's off. I like having pre-collision system on because it alerts you if there's a car or a person in front of you or a bicyclist during the daytime. So why turn that off? And then RCTA, rear cross traffic alert. Do you want it off or on? That alerts you when you're backing up. If there's a car coming from behind or from the sides, it'll go beep, 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 da-da-da, da-da-da. For sports fans, it'll do da-da-da, da-da-da, you know, ESPN. Ooh, plane. Enough about that plane. So yeah, that's how rear cross traffic alert. I like having that on. Test it out for yourself. Down here, this is brightness of the dash. Just like that. This is your windshield wiper de-icer. There's a grid on the outside of your car windshield, on the inside, but you can see it from the outside. This is heated steering wheel. That's your power back hatch. So 3 different places you could set that up. Now this windshield wiper de-icer, let's go look at it. We're going outside of the car. Holla. See the grid right there? So if you're in Boston, if you're in Minneapolis, if you're in Detroit, New York City, Kansas City, Atlanta, and LA, living in America, it'll go ahead and start de-icing that grid, which conveniently enough holds your windshield wipers. Okay? This is part of your weather package, that windshield wiper de-icer, the heated steering wheel. It also has rain sensing wipers. So if you have it on and your rain comes down, it's going to start using the wipers. That's your camera that detects the cars and the people and the signs. But this little knockout right here, it's a knockout. that tells you you've got windshield wiper de-icer and also automatic rain sensing wipers. Most of us know how to use a power driver seat. 8-way power driver seat. You can go up. You can go down. Does it pretty quick too. Taller people probably won't want to do this. Kids, don't try this at home. All right. You can also, if you twist it, you can twist it forward so the seat kind of goes down that way. And then the back of the seat, you can't see that so well, but there it goes. And then lumbar support right here. This sends out the roller down, boy. Ooh, I feel it. Lower back, baby. Woo! Lower back, baby. Cool. So if you're at a rest area, you need to take a power nap so you can stay fresh. You can lower your seat. Hey, see me. About this far. Take a snooze. Don't do it when you're driving. Duh. This button right here, this locks out the other windows. So if I want to go this way, I can move these up and down, but the other people cannot do it. So for kids, if you don't want them messing around, my dog in my Venza tends to put his paws up there and he can roll down the window. So I lock him out. If you want everybody to have control of the windows, then do that. These are one-touch windows. I just push it once, walk away, goes up, goes down. And then if you want to use your mirror adjustments, go this way. Now you can control this one. If you push R, it controls that one. Okay, right here, this is for sunglass holders. This is, we have an interior light package here that gives you LED lighting all throughout the cabin. This is, the lights are always going to be on when you open up the doors, which I have right now. This, the lights are always going to be on. So you probably don't want that. I like having this. And then they'll go off when I shut this door here. Oh, it works. Glad I know what I'm talking about. That would have been humiliating. Has sliders to block out the sun. And then this will be an LED light. Normally it's a yellowish light, but we've got the LED interior light package. Check with your dealer to see if they can add that. All right, moonroof. Open it up here, and then if I want to vent it, I'll take a Mocha Grande Latte venti. Okay, and then this one here, you can do it several different points along, and that's how far it opens. And then one touch, boomy. This one right here has a temporary spare. It's got all of your jack equipment underneath. This is your tonneau cover, cargo cover, privacy shade, whatever you want to call it. Okay. You can also store this. Just pop it out. Can I do that with one hand? I can do that with one hand. Here's what you do. You take this up. You can pop these out just like that, and then it stores in between here and all the way down. And then it goes back in. We all know that cargo space on family trips can get a little tricky. So, it's tricky. You can take this out. If you want to use a harder surface, just turn it over, but you can put it on top like that, or I can fit it in the grooves down below. The groove is in the heart. Dun, 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 dun. And now I've given myself a little bit of extra room to store and stack things up, so that could come in handy for you as well. Let's lower these middle seats. I call them middle seats even though it's a 2-row, because it's in the middle of the car, duh. Here we go. So there's a little bit of a slope here. It's not quite flat. That way you can stack things up. Maybe your dog can sit here. I think they'll be pretty comfy. When they redesigned RAV4 for 2019, I love the tall, rugged, sporty, kind of in your face RAV4. It's good for everybody, men, women, young, old, it doesn't matter. People just really like the RAV4, and that's one reason the styling, why it's such a good seller. It's got gloss black accent, gloss black roof rails. You'll see the blind spot monitor right here, turn signal indicator right here as well. It has smart key, push button start, which means it has auto unlock. So put this in my, right here, walk up to it, and it unlocks. I can start the car that way too, because the key's right there, and then lock it, 2 parallel lines. These are the standard wheels for the XLE Hybrid and the XLE gasoline model. They're 17-inch. They look good. How's it look? Tell me everything. Here's the window sticker. Specs. Pricing. Made in Georgetown, Kentucky. I'm so glad the RAV4 Hybrid's made there. Really good safety ratings. Here's the fuel mileage I was telling you about. Standard features. This has Toyota Safety Sense 2.0. LEDs, not LED fog lights. 7-inch multimedia touchscreen. You can upgrade that to the 8-inch. Here we go. Convenience package, $12.65, 2 options. Heated steering wheel, heated front seats, rain sensing wipers, windshield wiper deicer. Almost $1,000 for that. See the $31.95? We're going to add in delivery to the dealerships all over the nation. Get here quicker. We're tired of the vehicle shortage. We're tired of it. And then this particular one has some options on it. It's got paint protection on the hood and the door, Toyo Guard Platinum, LED interior lights, and a cable charging package. This one will be $35,099. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you being here. I hope this helped you. Maybe you learned one new thing. That's enough. Maybe you didn't know what that button did. I hope this video did that for you. Hope you enjoyed it. It's a long one, but sometimes tutorials need to be long, and then you just pick at different sections. So follow along in the chapters that I've included so you know, oh yeah, I can skip forward to 17 minutes in and I know how to use the wipers now, or something like that. Anyway, thanks everybody so much. Hit subscribe and the notification bell, and then follow me on Instagram at ToyotaJeff1. And then my sister channel that looks at all models is AutoJeff Reviews. So AutoJeff Reviews at Instagram as well, and go to the AutoJeff Reviews YouTube channel. Thanks everybody so much. I'll see you next time. Peace to the world. Do something nice for somebody today. Don't expect anything in return. We love each other.